I believe the purpose of education is to teach students what their rights are, how to identify when someone is violating those rights, and how to effectively fight when those rights are in jeopardy. The most effective way to achieve a just and equitable world is through education. It is imperative that each student views the class as their community, a collective that they are a part of and that they have a responsibility to. I believe that every student possesses inherent rights upon entering any space. They have a right to physical and emotional safety, to learn, and to have their voice heard and respected. Students have the right to point out when their rights have been violated, even if that violation occurs by an adult. I believe that every student has privileges that can be lost should they violate another person's rights. I believe that as a member of a community, students also have responsibilities. These are things that one must do as a member of our community. One responsibility is to vote. Everyone in my class is encouraged but not required to vote. I also encourage my students to call for votes whenever they feel it is necessary for our class. I want my students to engage in critical thinking. I want my students to be unafraid to question everything around them. I want my students to continuously break down and rebuild their belief structures with new evidence. I want my students to commit to and respect the larger community and know that they are of it. I want my students to engage as citizens and know that they have the power to do so. If my students can understand the nature of their inalienable rights, are familiar with their voice in the democratic process, and understand the importance of their role in the collective, they will be far more likely to fight for a world that looks like the classroom that they helped create, and far less willing to accept a world that provides them with anything less. If they had these rights shown to them to be inalienable and universal in a classroom when they are 8, 9, or 10, then who is anyone in the world to take these rights away from them when they are 20, 30, or 50?